Welcome back to another day of Back Down History Lane, where I give you scripture. I give you something edifying for your soul. I give you something truly to think about. I only ask that you read the scriptures for yourself, that you build on your personal relationship with the Most High constantly, because it is essential for your well-being. I got a treat today. We're actually going to go into the book of Jasher. No, these books aren't in your 66 books that we read every day, but it is in the book that will be deemed the apocryphal books. Oh, you asked me what the apocryphal books are? I'm going to tell you. Apocryphal books are books that have been deemed non-resourceful. But these books are truly resourceful. They truly belong within our 66. So again, we're going to go to the book of Jasher. We're going to go to the 8th chapter and 11th verse, and it reads like this. It says, "And your servants were astonished at the sight which we saw, and were greatly terrified. And we made our judgment upon the sight, and knew by our wisdom the proper interpretation thereof, that this thing applies to the child that is born to Terah, who will grow up and multiply greatly, and become powerful, and kill all the kings of the earth, and inherit all their lands, he and his seed forever." Forever. Let me just try to make you understand, or help you understand what I just read. If we were to go back into the beginning of chapter 8 in Jasher, it gives us some insight. Terah had just had a son. He had just had his baby. You know how we celebrate when we have children with baby showers, and now we do the thing you do before a baby shower, a gender reveal. Like we're excited about a baby. So this is what was happening right there. They were getting ready, or no, actually they were celebrating that Terah had just had a child. Who is Terah? Terah is Abraham's father. So Abraham is the child that they're talking about right here. So Abraham is born. They're celebrating. And the servants that did come in place of the king, which is King Nimrod, they were going back to report to their king to let him know, we saw the baby, we saw Terah. Terah's doing good. He's happy about his family that he's got. This is what they were going to report. But upon them leaving Terah's house, they looked up in the sky. And when they looked up in the sky, it says that they saw a big star up in the sky. Also, about something particular about these servants were known to be astrologers. It said, like, they had hindsight, and they could tell you what they saw. So they immediately, when they saw that star, they knew that star meant something. That star was shining bright. And then it also tells you that there was like 4 other stars that got swallowed up with the heavens. But not mind that part of the prophecy, but the main part of that prophecy I wanted to stick to was what they saw. And at that point, they're like, you know what? We got to go back and report this part to the king too. We can't leave this out. We have to tell Nimrod everything that took place about tonight. They go to Nimrod. They tell Nimrod their whole night. They also then put emphasis. Now they're telling Nimrod, listen, the star that we saw, we can interpret that prophecy. We know exactly what that was. If this baby that Terah just had grows up, do you know what's going to happen? That his seed is going to be in charge. They're going to kill off all the kings and come into the proper place. His generation is going to be blessed. That baby is going to be blessed. That baby is going to be the blessing that brings forth the Messiah. Yahusha. So at that point, they're like, we can't have this. We've got to kill this baby off. And they come up with this plan after Nimrod is like, what? You mean to tell me that's what you saw tonight? Oh yeah, we got to get rid of this baby. And so they come up with a plan. I'm going to leave it there. You got to read the chapter for yourself. So this was the book of Jasher, chapter 8. If you read it all into totality, that's what you'll start to see. But I just found it very interesting that even before Abraham came on the scene, he was blessed even within the womb of his mother. And as he came forward, they saw that the blessing was upon him and that his seed, and just as the covenant that the Most High had placed and told Abraham, that he will become the father of many nations all the way up until today. He produced, because of his bloodline, he produced that the Messiah will come forth. Who is the Messiah? That is Yahusha. Who is Yahusha? It is who the world deems and call Jesus. But this particular seed needed to come forth. Terah needed to have that baby. And I just found this story very interesting. It almost sounds like another story in the scriptures that we read. But I pray that this helps you along your way. I pray that it kind of gives you some oomph to go want to read your scriptures. Again, if you have any questions along your journey, I am available. If not, you know what we got. We've got the internet. You can find any answer that you want these days. But I pray that you go read the book of Jasher, the 8th chapter and the 11th verse, and give all that some substance. Or you can read all of 8. Be great. Shalom.